So everybody, this is the second in a series that I've done about hockey or lack thereof. And today I'm at the Richmond Minoru Arena. And I'm gonna have a little chat with Trevor Shaw, who's the expert on everything to do with ice maintenance, Zamboni. And I guess we're doing this because we're a little nostalgic, but the feature title here is everything you ever wanted to know about a Zamboni or Olympia ice cleaner, but we're too exhausted to ask. So come with me, this will be fun. Hi, I'm Arnold Shusha from the Shusha Group, Sutton West Coast Realty, and parkbench.com, and I'm at Richmond Minoru Arena with Trevor Shaw, who's like the brain surgeon of what keeps this whole organization in Richmond hockey and ice working. And today, I'm gonna get something off my chest. We're gonna get a full back-end tour of what some people call a Zamboni, but it's an Olympia, an electric ice cleaning machine. We're gonna get to the guts of that. So take us through. So here we are at the control center. Let me go around the other side.
Sure, you can head around the other side. These machines are
Take a look here.
very automated. Used to be the old Zambonis. Even the new ones are mostly hydraulic driven, have a bunch of levers. Where this machine's mainly electric, a little bit of hydraulic to lift the doors and drop the conditioner. But besides that, it's all electric buttons here. So we turn it on. We have buttons to lower our conditioner. That's the main part at the bottom here that does all the work.
Automatically? Does it, when it's lowered, there's no further lowering? Or
Well, no, actually, you have to hold it down to get it down as far as you want and get a little bump up. And then we have our snow transport, which is our elevators, which collects the snow and throws it in. Mm-hmm. We have our board brush, so when we're going along the boards to get all the snow off the edge of the boards. And this machine has something kind of a neat feature. The water can be controlled. Normally you'd have a lever here that turns your water on and off manually.
You see the guys on the arena pumping the thing
Oh, that's a snow breaker, which this one also has, but they'd see them. This adjusts your blade, and this adjusts your water flow.
I mean, it lowers the blade to cut more if you need
to cut more, raise it. Now, you'd see the guys, they'd be going into the corner, they'd reduce their water flow and
so it doesn't build up on the board.
Yeah. Well, this machine has speed-related water. I turn the switch on, and it knows how fast I'm going, and it has a pump that pumps the water out in relation to how fast I'm going. So it always tries to really match and lay down.
It's a preset, takes away the operator's training skills, right?
Basically, yeah.
Right. That's your brake.
Handbrake, yep. Always got to use your handbrake when parked. A part of this machine that most people don't know exists is wash water. So a lot of people see the water that comes out the back that we're flooding the ice with, but they don't know about the wash water. So what happens, there are jets on each side of the conditioner that shoot water onto the ice that kind of gets picked up after it. It just kind of washes any dirt off, helps fill in the deeper ruts.
Like a carpet cleaning.
It creates, like there's a kind of a slush under there. It'll help fill in the deeper ruts, and then it gets pumped up and into a tank, filtered out, and comes back down. So that's the part most people don't know exists on these machines, is the ability to wash the ice.
It's not just a drag with water, otherwise it would be putting water on the dirt.
So it kind of just recirculates it. The dirt drops out into the tank. And at the end of the night, you'll drain out the wash water tank.
All right, Trevor, just show us what's really going on here in this. In this machine.
Well, when you're at the rink, you've all seen the machine going around. You see there's a towel at the back, and you see there's water coming out of the back machine, and everybody knows that part. That's what we call the flood water and flooding the ice. And But the process starts before that. This whole part that's on the ice is called the conditioner. And inside the conditioner, there's a blade that you can see there that is extremely sharp.
Not the yellow one.
No, this yellow is the auger. Down there below, you see the yellow straight bar.
Yes.
On the front of that, that's the blade. Those blades are extremely sharp. A dull one would like slice your finger off without thinking about it if you...
That's why you want us to clear the ice after.
Yeah, that's why you got to clear the ice. That's why we try to never put your hands underneath here.
Yep.
If anybody, like when we send these out for maintenance, we always make sure that the blades are taken off. It's
Okay, so this thing,
dangerous.
The silver thing lowers the whole blade till it's flush, right? to the
Yeah,
ice?
this whole part lowers, the conditioner, lowers down, sits on the ice. That blade is adjusted, raised up and down with this blade wheel here.
Right.
So that we get a nice shave on the
The
ice.
sharp one, it's a shave.
Yeah, we shave the ice. Now all the snow that comes off when we're shaving is collected by this here, which is called we call it a horizontal auger. So that spins, takes the snow, moves it down to the middle.
It's touching the ice though, isn't it?
The auger doesn't touch
Barely.
it,
Yeah,
just above the ice.
Sure.
So it collects all the snow and throws it
Middle.
forward in the middle
Up the
to
chute.
this one, which is another screw conveyor that comes up to the top,
Shoots
it into the snow bin.
It shoots it into that little hole right in the side, right in there.
In the front, yep. There's
Got
a
it. I
hole
see it.
right
Yep.
there into the bin, yeah.
Yep.
So that's another screw that's spinning, brings the snow
much
up and
snow?
shoots it in the bin.
How much snow comes off in one load of ice cleaner? Like,
Well, this snow bin is probably about,
2 cubic yards.
it's about 3.3 cubic meters.
Okay.
And on a ice clean after heavy usage on our rinks,
Public, right?
it would only be about half full. This machine has the capacity to do actually 2 back-to-back ice cleans on an NHL size rink. So the water, stores 806 liters of hot
'Cause
water.
you're adding, when you got to fill it up before you go out.
You have to fill it out every time before you go out, so it holds 806 liters, and with that you could do 2 ice cleans. And the snow, also the amount you're shaving off, there's enough room in the snow bin to take the snow off of 2 ice cleans.
So you got a floor drain here on the bottom. Can you ever leave the snow in here and have it go through the drain instead of taking it outside?
In this rink with this machine, no. This rink was actually, when this rink was built, you look around the side, there's a grate on the side. And this rink used to have an older Olympia ice machine that was a side dump, would dump into that pit there and would melt. But these machines they lift up at the front, and because of that, we can't really dump in here.
So everything you've got back here, I see the water. You got water entry hot that helps melt all the stuff on the inside and clean the truck out, right? And you've got why is there 2 setups? You got drain.
So on this is actually cold water that on cold water on this side to fill the wash water tank, and then on the other side we have hot water to fill the flood water tank. Now, one of the nice features about this machine, so we put our nozzle in to fill, and so that we don't waste water, we plug this into the machine, and we turn that on.
What is that?
What is that?
That's a meter. A meter?
Yeah. Oops, is this on? There we go.
So it's measuring. It's just metering it.
So
directly from there.
there's sensors in the tank that I could either set for a full tank or a half tank.
It's an
and when it
automatic
hits the
shut-off.
sensor, it'll automatically shut the water off.
It's a small version of the gas station stopping your truck, but this way you can go about your business instead of standing.
Exactly, because not every rink has the ability to fill the machine really fast, and guys get interrupted, they walk away. There's a lot of water wasted or potential to waste a lot of water.
How long do you go before you have to sharpen that razor sharp blade on the bottom?
We generally do them in normal usage once a week. We'll send it out for sharpening.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
Cool.
So.
Well, when we finally get back to hockey, I'm going to give you our schedule so you can make sure it gets done on the day before our game, okay?
All right.
All right, thank you, Trevor.
No problem.
And so what's the 0 to 60 on this baby?
Well, it's really hard to tell. They don't have a speedometer.
Is there a speed gauge, like when your foot's to the floor, is that on? Or does it go faster when you put your foot down?
It does, yeah, it's variable speed. What we don't, on these machines, we don't have a speedometer. All we have is a gauge that kind of tells us the RPMs of our motors. So
that's just your transmission right there.
Yeah, this is our reverse, forward, neutral.
Right on.
Yeah.
A lot of maintenance on this, other than cleaning up the ice and stuff. How often does it need to get serviced?
These machines don't have a lot of maintenance. You have to charge your batteries every night. Well, we do. If you're a rink with less use than us, like some quieter rinks could get away with, on this machine, only charging every other day.
Well, because it's not really doing that much work on an hour, 10 minutes out there, right?
This machine, we switched to these Ice Bears because they have the largest battery capacity of all the electric machines. So at our rinks, when we're at our busiest, each machine will do up to 26 ice cleans a day.
On one charge?
On one charge.
Wow,
that's our schedule's kind of about 26 a day.
Are there 2 of these at Richmond Ice Center?
There's 3 at Ice Center.
And 1 here.
Actually, technically we have 2 here. We have a backup machine. Sometimes we need to go have machines on both sheets of ice, like during a Sockeyes game. You never know when the ice clean's going to be, and just for to keep the rinks going, we don't. If one of these machines does break down, you need to have a backup always. So.
And how long does it take to learn how to use this thing?
Well, some people pick it up really quickly, and some people never pick it up.
Is it really tricky when you're going into a corner? Do you get a lot of skid on that? Like, whoa.
If you're going in too fast and these have studded tires on them, and if your studs are worn down, yeah, you can get some slide and.
Okay, I tell you, I've been in arenas my whole life, right? And I see these things going around, and everybody kind of wonders about them. But by the time we got to get on the ice, and we're waiting for it to dry, and by the time the game's over, you're too exhausted to ask, has anybody ever taken this down to Timmy's? Like the guy in Peterborough got on the Zamboni and went over to Tim Hortons after the Christmas Eve, right?
I don't think any of ours have been to a Tim Hortons yet. I could be mistaken. I know.
That would be a new job opening, right?
Back when the Ice Center first opened back in 1994, and so then and prior, these machines were driven to the public works yard over on Linus Lane to get their summer service.
Right.
The previous arena maintenance supervisor, I think only once drove a machine from the works yard to the Ice Center, and then after that he figured out just how long a drive it
doesn't go very fast.
Well, the one he was driving was probably the fastest of all the machines out there, which was like the Zambonis have a hydraulic drive system, so it's a motor that drives a hydraulic pump. And I've heard the fastest speed on a Zamboni is 9.7 miles an hour.
I'm just thinking while you're talking, I bought one of these little iRobots for the wooden floor, right? And if there ever was a job that could be an iRobot job, it really is the Zamboni. I mean, the arena is the same size. It's going out on the same rink every time. So that would be an actual application.
There's a company, I think they're in Minnesota area. They're kind of working on inventing a new machine. I think they call it a SO2 6. You might be able to look that up on YouTube. And they're trying to invent a machine, that would kind of their thought is there'd be like 3 or more of these smaller ice resurfacers that would just go out there and zip around and get the ice clean time down to maybe 5 minutes.
Well, then the thing is, you'd open up the floor and they would heat the inside, empty it right in a drain automatically without having to go outside.
Yeah, I'm not sure exactly how their technology works. Like I said, they have a video of this thing zipping around on the ice, but not actually doing the cleaning yet. There's another company, one of the Italian ice resurfacer manufacturers, that actually has an auto driving one right now. So
Any crazy Zamboni stories? And all the years you've been doing this, anything stupid ever? Anybody ever put it through the wall?
I've heard stories of people going through walls. One of our another municipality, and this is probably 30 years ago, and the driver put the machine through the end of the boards. And the way I hear the story is the supervisor was blamed for the accident for scheduling them too early for their shift. They were too tired to be driving. But yeah.
Well, this has been a real treat. I'm Arnold Shishak from the Shishak Group Sutton West Coast Realty with Trevor Shaw and my good friend and trusted cameraman today, Sergio Dratwa, helping us out. And we're at Minoru Arena. It's been a treat. I never thought I'd see myself on one of these, but could happen one day when I can't skate anymore and I still want to be here to go upstairs. Have a great day. Thanks for watching.